Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. This is Metatron speaking. Today we're going to be doing the Lightworker Gateway video. So these videos come out about once every 30 days. Lightworker Gateways are like a 30-day window in our energetics where specific energies are being sent to Earth in order to support lightworkers who are going through all kinds of changes and developments on their journey in order to help us grow and help us step into our power and step into who we need to be so that we can help lead the other people on Earth who will be waking up at some point. Maybe not all of them in our lifetime, but many of them will be waking up in our lifetimes. So this video should have technically come out a while ago because this Lightworker Gateway started on 9/9. There have been some crazy energies lately, which is not really a good excuse, but I've been under the weather this last week, so my schedule just got crazy. So now I'm playing catch up. However, you've been receiving these energies since 9/9. It's just that now you're now you're being told what they are, right? Now you're learning what it actually is. So let me talk to you about this Lightworker Gateway. Let me find my notes because I just lost my place when I was talking. So this Lightworker Gateway, so it's from 9/9, which is September 9th through October 9th. So that's the window that they're giving me. This is going to be energies sent from the Kitsune realm. Kitsunes. So if you're not familiar with that word, Kitsune, it is a Japanese word, I believe. They are part of Japanese mythology. It is a fox with 9 tails. And there's more to it than that, but that's kind of the gist of what I'll start off with. So these 9-tailed foxes are going to be the ones that are sending the energy to us to support us. I did not know that they had their own realm, so this was fun. Not gonna lie, after this video, I probably need to channel that realm because I want to know, I want to know what it looks like. I want to know what they're doing. It's kind of funny though, now that I think about it. They haven't really let me in any of the realms. I mean, they've let me in the Galactic Ocean realm and the realm of the gods, but they've never let me in the dragon realm or the Pegasus realm. Okay, man, anyways, stuff I need to do in the future. 9-tailed foxes are associated with your 9th chakra. Now, if you haven't been paying attention, let's pay attention for a second. 9/9, September 9, 9-tailed foxes, 9th chakra. There's a whole lot of 9s going on. So none of this is coincidental. Numbers are extremely relevant. So keep coming with me here. So they are associated with the energy of the 9th chakra. So everyone numbers the chakras differently. It doesn't really matter. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But if you were to start with your root chakra, which is not your lowest chakra, but if you were to start with your root chakra and label that 1 and then count your way up, when you hit the Stellar Gateway, you would hit number 9, right? We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is your soul star, 9 is your Stellar Gateway. This chakra, which is the Stellar Gateway, is where I'm going to say it and then I'm going to explain this. The Stellar Gateway chakra is where you have access to as much divine information as possible from the perspective of being incarnated in a body. I'm going to try to explain this, and I didn't explain it well there, and I might not explain it well here. I can see it, but trying to translate it into words is sometimes super challenging. So, if you were to go above your Stellar Gateway chakra, you would hit the universal chakra. The universal chakra gives you the perspective of God. And so if you've ever seen the videos I have where I access the energy of the universal chakra. It's kind of funny. It's kind of entertaining. I kind of look like I'm drunk because I'll start saying things like, I'm God. I've always been God. I am everything. Everything is me. Like you start getting really philosophical because from the universal chakras perspective, there is no separation, right? And so it's a total different viewpoint on existence. So we're not talking about that. We're coming down one level to the Stellar Gateway. The Stellar Gateway is the highest you can go, but still believe that you're separate from everybody else. So it's like your highest incarnated in a body chakra. Actually, that's not a bad explanation. Okay. Yeah. The Stellar Gateway holds the maximum amount of divine information available to you without you recognizing that you are, in fact, God. So it's like, because when you recognize you're God, then it's like game over, right? It kind of messes up the Matrix game. It messes up the whole play that we're in, where it's like, well, I'm Jennifer and I'm a female and I live in the United States and I have this education and these abilities and I like tacos and whatever. Like we have all these identities, but if you're in the God state, it's like, nope. I'm everywhere. I'm everything. I am my enemy. I am my best friend. All of that stuff. None of us in our current state of consciousness taps into the full knowledge of the Stellar Gateway. So the Stellar Gateway is all the knowledge of incarnation, but we can't handle that. Like we definitely can't handle the universal chakra where it's like, I'm God, I'm everything. We definitely can't handle that all the time, but we can't handle all of the information of incarnation either. And so the Stellar Gateway actually filters down the information that's allowed to travel down to you into your soul star and the rest of your body, because you can't handle none of us can handle all of it. The information would be overwhelming for us, and if we opened up and used all of the information from the Stellar Gateway, it would be the equivalent of us using 100% of our brains. Now, I don't know what percentage we use. You could Google it. I think it's between 2 and 10%, something like that. So going from that to 100%, totally different. Based on where we are on our journey and what we are able to handle, the Stellar Gateway filters and truncates the complete set of information into smaller, bite-sized, believable, understandable pieces of information for us. So, for the Lightworker Gateway, the Kitsune realm is going to be sending divine energy through the tear in the veil to the Lightworkers to help support our development. We are all unique individuals. So we're all light workers. We're all on our spiritual journey. We're all aiming for the same things, right? We're all trying to heal. We are all trying to rise above our suffering. We are all trying to find our purpose and our calling. We're all trying to do all the same things, but we're in different places on the journey. So this energy that comes through, it's going to impact us differently because we're all in a different place. We all have different needs. The energy they send will be encouraging the release of trauma or other lower vibrational energies located in the Stellar Gateway, so that energy can flow through it down into your soul star and the rest of your body. So essentially, the Kitsune realm energy, it's going to be working on the Stellar Gateway chakra. It's going to help with clearing it. It's going to help with expanding it and allowing more energy, more information to come through to us. So again, how much more and what information is allowed to come through is going to be based on what's best for you. When additional information goes into your soul star chakra, so sorry, I'm not tall, I'm not short enough. So you have like your stellar gateway, and then you have your soul star chakra. Your soul star chakra holds all your individual information in your, man, how do I word that? It's like all your personal information from being incarnated. That's a good way to describe it. If more of the complete divine information from the stellar gateway comes through to the soul star chakra, you are more likely to expand on your personal journey. So this is a consequence of what they're doing. You are more likely to expand on your personal journey. You are more likely to expand into more of your full self. You are more likely to complete the soul missions that you set out to participate in during this incarnation. You are more likely to feel brave and accept additional soul contracts for the collective by your own free will. So basically, you're more likely to be the best version of you the more of that divine information is allowed down into your soul star chakra, and then ultimately all of your body. So what happened when I was channeling for this Lightworker Gateway is I had a female guide come to me, and this is a brand new guide. She, and I think that she did this so I would understand who she is. I don't necessarily know that this is how she looks, but she appeared to me as like a beautiful Japanese female. She had a robe on, and the robe looked like silk, but it was in all the colors of the rainbow, but really saturated. So it's like, bright red, bright orange, and yellow, and green is deep green, and, all these really saturated colors. But over her arm, she's holding like a fur. It looked like, like a stole. Like, I don't even know if anybody knows what that is. It's like this circle of fur. It's like a tunnel of fur that you stick your arm through to keep it warm. But she had these like the 9 tails of the foxes hanging off of the stole. And so totally convinced that she would like have a fur made of foxes. I think that was to help me understand who she was, that she has a connection to them. I knew that, yeah, and I think that's just symbolic that she showed that. When she came to me, I knew that she could shapeshift. And the fact that she can shapeshift, whenever you come across an energy who can shapeshift, that lets you know that that person has mastered magic. That is the highest level of magic possible, is to understand shapeshifting. And so I don't come across it very often. So she can shapeshift. So I was like, okay. Her rainbow robe was also very symbolic for me. So I don't know that she like literally wears a rainbow robe. But whenever you see rainbow colors, that's always a connection to really high levels of light, really high vibration, really high frequency. So, and it's always across the board. Whether you're seeing a rainbow as like individual colors, red, orange, yellow, green, or whether you're seeing it as like iridescent rainbow glitter kind of thing, it's always tracks back to like love and light. So I ended up Googling her, to try to figure out who she was. And so I Googled Kitsune goddess and I came up with this name. It was Inari Okami, like a Japanese name. And so I asked her, I said, "Is this you?" And she said, "Yes." So I was like, okay. So, and then I kind of read a little bit about her. Not a ton, because honestly, when you read about any of these guides that you read about on the internet, it's like 10% of what they tell you on there is true, and the other 90% is like, so you should always, if you can, reach out to the guide yourself and get to know them, because the internet's just super iffy with accurate information. So the Japanese weren't calling her a goddess outright, although they were calling her a deity, which kind of seems like the same thing to me. But I think maybe because they were saying she appeared sometimes as a god, so maybe that's why they chose deity. But they were calling her a kami, a deity or holy spirit of the Shinto religion. She is, and she's associated with like the good Kitsune. So that's another thing I found on the internet. They were saying that the Kitsune, I guess I'll just tell you everything. They were saying that the Kitsune were kind of like human beings. So, and what I mean by that is that you can find a good Kitsune, you can find a bad Kitsune, or you can find like somebody in between, right? So that's just like humanity. You might run into a good person, a bad person, or like an okay person. But this is not true. So I wanted to correct it. So I talked to Metatron about it because I'm very excited about the Kitsune. I love them very much. And so for my soul to have no reservations whatsoever about these nine-tailed foxes tells me that I have no trauma with them. And I know I've lived a ton of lifetimes, and I know if there's an opportunity to have trauma, I probably have it. And so I asked him, I was like, are, you know, what dimension? And that's how I did it. What dimension are these nine-tailed foxes in? And he told me that the fourth dimension is the lowest that they can reside in. So, what that means, because we're in the third, fourth is like when we're feeling really nice and really loving, and you see those really emotional things on TV that people do, die for another human being, or give them their kidney or something. Like that's 4D. So that's the lowest that these kitsunes go. So no matter what, they're in a high vibration. So whoever said that they were like, that they had the capacity to be like dark or tricksters, I honestly think that they were intimidated because the kitsune have a high level of knowledge and power, and that's always seen as threatening to those in a lower vibration. So if you think about all these humans in 3D starting to recognize that there are these kitsunes in a different dimension from them, it's scary, right? Because they're like, ooh, they're powerful, and I don't know if I can trust them. It's just coming from a place of fear. So don't fear the kitsunes. They're all high vibration. Don't worry about it. Let me see what else I have here. If, by the way, so I wanted to bring this up because it made me think of it. And I'm sorry. I like to go on tangents sometimes just to talk to you guys about stuff, just so you have all these random facts in your awareness. So kitsunes are like nature spirits, essentially. Ground spirits, earth spirits. Probably can't say Earth because they're probably on lots of other planets. They're definitely on one of the Pleiadian planets in the physical form. I want to talk to you about jinn really quickly. So jinn is another word for genies, like genie in a lamp, like you rub the lamp and the genie comes out. So jinn are a race that's known to be tricky. They are also nature spirits connected to the ground, but they reside in the third dimension. And so you might find one of them that's like, okay, they're pretty, they're nice, They're not going to be like, they're not going to be more loving than you. That would be unusual. Is that fair? Okay. It'd be unusual for you to find a djinn that is more loving than you. So they're probably going to be like, okay, or like sneaky and deceptive. So if any of you have clairvoyance and you ever come across like a man or a woman who is, they have no bottom half. They're only like the waist up, and the bottom half there's like nothing there. That's a djinn. Don't make any contracts with them. All right, let me find what I was supposed to talk to you guys about. Let's go back to the Kitsunes. Okay, so that guide, let me make sure I say her name correct, Inari Okami. Inari Okami starts working on the Stellar Gateway. Don't do that. Are you gonna touch it now? You're not. Am I good? She is fun. She literally just like, it felt like she poked my chakra up there. Yeah, like super sensitive. So she started working on my Stellar Gateway Chakra, just a couple feet above your head. Now she's making me look like I'm ridiculous because what I wrote down was it creates a light pressure, and what she just gave me was not light pressure. That was a little too much. So it normally creates like a little bit of a light pressure on the top of your head, or maybe even like a little bit of a dizzy sensation if one of your chakras above your head is being worked on. When I look at the chakra, it's like a purple color, but like purple and white. And then I started looking closer and I could see more like iridescent or rainbow colors coming out of it. I channeled some really cool random information, so I'm just going to say it. The Stellar Gateway is where the Akashic records for all incarnations can be accessed. So anything that has ever happened while in a body is stored in your Stellar Gateway Chakra, whether it's your body or someone else's body. So if you are trying to access Akashic record information for the time prior to there being bodies, it's like apparently in a different chakra, and I don't think I have access to that one, but I definitely have access to the Stellar Gateway one. The Stellar Gateway holds your quantum body information. So your quantum body it's almost like you took all your incarnations that you've ever had, past, present, future, and you lined them all up and you kind of like squished them together in one body. It's this composite energy of all versions of you. So that information is stored in there. There are kitsunes. Oh, so I had kitsunes come into the room with me. The energy feels playful and light. For holding so much magical power, they hold no ego. It is similar to Archangel energy in that they are focused on love and play. They have no desire to impress, though they have much power and ability. So then I channeled a little message from Inari Okami. So I'm going to tell you guys what she said. And then after that, we're going to take a look at a crystal grid to help you with integrating these energies. And I think I personally need it because she keeps, I don't know if you guys are feeling things now or if it's just me, but she is definitely messing with the Stellar Gateway right now. So if you feel anything funny, like on your eyes, your forehead, or anything up higher, that's what it is. She's just started work on you. Don't worry about it. It'll be okay. Okay, so her message says, as you open yourself up more and as you ascend, you will find that you are having more fun. You will play more and not take yourself so seriously. You do not accomplish more from being serious. I'm going to say that again. You do not accomplish more from being serious. As your energy opens up, you will find yourself more vulnerable, more emotional, more willing to empathize with others. You will see creative opportunities where others do not. Less seriousness, more joy, and more play will open up real-world opportunities for you. When you are serious, you are focused on a certain outcome, and that hinders all other outcomes from you. When you are open and playful, you look for the most enticing direction to go into. This is how a soul moves through an experience, is by feeling and testing and discovering. There is so much knowledge within your heart that wants to be expressed in the world. This knowledge wants to be made physical within the world. To do this, you must be open to your own creative genius. You must be open to the vulnerability of sharing this expression with the world. The most divine of information can only be reached through joy. Without enjoying the information you are choosing to express to the world, you cannot unlock the highest levels of it. Seriousness will hinder you like chains attached to your ankles. Play, my loves. Enjoy what you create, and you will tap into vibrations that your world has not known. This is the key to unlock yourself. Are you smiling? Are you laughing? Are you dancing? You could be. We recommend that you work when you play and that you play when you work. These are two halves of a whole. These are divine feminine and divine masculine working together perfectly. This is a robust creation energy. This is how you create something that is fully aligned with your greatest and highest good, and that is completely blessed by the divine. For the divine is contained within what you have created. What you create in joy is blessed. It is destined for success. What you toil or struggle to create will struggle to endure. Divine creations grow and sustain themselves. There is balanced movement in the energy, and it is self-sustaining. So this is the end of her message. So it really feels like a push forward for everyone. She's telling us to create. She's telling us to play and not be so serious. And they are trying to give us access to more of ourselves at the same time. But, if we're not creating things that are in a high vibration, it's not going to be sustainable, is what she's ultimately saying. So they're trying to teach us how to create things in a divine, balanced way. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the crystal grid that we put together. So the crystal grid is going to be for the supporting your Stellar Gateway Chakra. So let's take a look. So here is the Stellar Gateway Chakra support grid. So this was put together with myself and the Kitsunes. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of my Amanda Ellis sprays to kind of help this process along. I'm going to start off just with the Pure White Light Download Spray. So this is a good energy. Just spray real quick. It's a good energy to just kind of clear the air. In this case, we're just clearing your energy body. We're just trying to clear out anything that obviously needs to be pushed out, that's ready to be released, ready to be let go. So just take a few deep breaths. I'm actually going to spray it again. Let me just feel into the energy, make sure that works for everybody. Yeah. I'm going to do some energy clearing on everyone while we're at it, just making sure there's nothing crazy in here. Um, if you are not already using a energy protection ritual, please consider using one. It does make a huge difference for keeping low vibrational energies off of you, because I can feel what I feel like is maybe some galactic energies. Yeah, little galactic energies coming off of people. So some of you aren't using a protection practice, so just something to consider. I'll put a link under this video. It's free to download. We have it in English. We have it in Swedish. So if that helps you, it's for free. We also have a new session, a new service is what I should call it, a new service. It's called Protection and Blessings. It's essentially putting the level of protection on you that we offer for our protective amulet service. So the protections that we put on your jewelry, it's the same protections as that, but we're actually coding it to your energy body. So it's permanent. You don't have to wear jewelry, and it carries with you lifetime to lifetime. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll put a link um, under this description as well. Okay. The next spray I want to use is going to be the Rose Gold Stellar Gateway spray. The color really isn't working for me because honestly, when I see the Stellar Gateway, it's more of this color. It's what you see here. It's like, um, it's got like a purple, white, rainbowy kind of energy to it. But I'm going to use this because she worked hard to program this for Stellar Gateway energies. And so I want to open that up for us. And this will help with that. Ooh. And I'm actually going to just go manually. I'm just manually going to go into your Stellar Gateway. So let me do this correctly. So I'm just going to manually remove any trauma or lower vibrational energy that's ready to come off of you. So you might feel a little pressure, you might feel a little dizzy in your head area. You might feel nothing, and that's okay too. Just relax. Just relax and take some deep breaths and just enjoy it. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm gonna open. Okay, so we already did the Stellar Gateway. I'm gonna go below that. I'm opening up your soul star and I'm going to clear that. Let's make sure that's clear too. Yep, 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 yep. We're just doing some spring cleaning above your head. So you'll remember if you saw the September energy update videos that I put out, Metatron was talking about, whenever there's a change of seasons, which is what we're going through right now, we're going, out of summer and into fall if you're in the northern hemisphere. But anytime you have a change of seasons, he was like, it's a good time to spring clean, basically. It's a good time to clean your house. It's a good time to energetically clean your house. It's a good time to energetically clean yourself. Um, and so I'm kind of laughing because we're basically doing spring cleaning in your stellar gateway and your soul star chakras. Okay. And I'm going to do your crown chakra too, yeah, just to make sure there's a nice open pathway into your physical body so that, you know, whatever work the kitsunes want to do with you, it'll have minimal resistance, right? We want to make sure that we can access that energy in full and benefit from it. Okay, so I already did that one. My last spray that I'm going to use is the Cosmos Element Expand. So basically, we are trying to expand or increase the amount of divine information that can move from the stellar gateway into the soul star chakra and down through the rest of your body. And by increasing that divine energy that you are able to receive, it is likely that you yourself will expand in a spiritual way, that you'll expand in how you present yourself to the world, that you'll expand in what you think is possible, that you'll step into more of your role as a light worker, and that you'll find more joy and opportunities from that. So, those are all good things for all of us. And I'm just going to check with Metatron, and we are good to go. Okay, so this crystal grid will be available on our website. We have a section of our website that is just dedicated to pictures of crystal grids that we've set up for different purposes. So if you go to the section that talks about chakras or chakra support, this will be listed in there along with crystal grids for every other chakra you can think of. So if you want to view this at a later point, if you want to download this crystal grid onto your phone or your computer, it's there for free if you want it. I feel like there's something else I was supposed to say to you guys. Nope, we good? We're good, is what he says. Okay, so this is everything that I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy this Lightworker Gateway, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.